Hi guys, on our channel we dissect a lot of the movies and look at them from a psychological perspective. This requires us to discuss scenes in a lot of detail. We would recommend that you watch the movie before watching our episodes. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to yet another perspective and yet another episode where we talk about Sholay. Last time we spoke about the characters of Surma Bhopali and Angrezon ke Zamane ke Jailer and the relevance of these characters in the protagonist's lives. Swati, I just want to tell you that after we spoke about that, I actually went back and watched the movie to understand what you meant, and it was such a revelation because I understand the significance of those characters and how they portray where Jay and Viru were in their minds at that point in the movie. So we know so much more about those central characters because of these characters and the characteristics that they represent. So it was a great watch after hearing you talk. I saw the movie in a completely different light.
Thank you.
So taking on from that, like we left off last week at where you made the point that the two worlds meet at the intersection and the money became that catalyst for change. So there is this, when I was watching the movie again, at a halfway mark, there is this dialogue that Viru says, right? He says something like, ठाकुर साहब ये रुपए हमें नहीं चाहिए, आप ये वापस ले लीजिए. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम आपका काम नहीं करेंगे. So basically this is the point where their motivator money has shifted, like it's money is not a motivator anymore. Can you talk a little about that and what do you think brought that shift and what then became their motivator?
Right. So like you just mentioned, Neeti, that it's very important to know where somebody comes from. Surma Bhopali and Angrezon ke Zamane ke Jailer established for us where Jay and Viru came from. Now the second world also has to be introduced to us. If we do not know the second world, then automatically the intersection cannot move seamlessly forward. So it becomes very relevant for us to know then what are the motivators in the other world. Where do the characters from the other world come from? And is दुनिया के लोग, do they feel they will have a chemistry there or will they be repelled to whatever other experiences there? तो अगर आप देखेंगे, this dialogue comes after the flashback of Thakur's life.
Right.
Now what we need to understand about flashbacks and movie and real life को यहाँ पे मैं relate करके बोलूँगी कि flashback in a film is timed in a manner where they have to show something in the past which is gripping us, which is not letting us move forward. So it is telling you the crux and the problem of something. In real life, when we are thinking about the past, we are beating ourselves up again and again saying, Arey, I'm living in the past, I'm not ready to move on, I am only the person who's stuck. We are not able to use the relevance of the flashback. So the flashback of Thakur's life, where they have already heard from him कि वो पुलिस की नौकरी पैसों के लिए नहीं करता है, वो बहादुरी के लिए करता है. We are talking about his character where they have shown scenes कि मेरे घर में 2 बेटे हैं, 2 बहुएं हैं, grandchild है, you know, and his love for his family and what he would want to do for his family, right? His respect for Ramlal, which can be looked down upon, जैसे उनके बेटा बोलता है ये रामलाल तो पता नहीं आजकल सुनते नहीं हैं, right? But whenever you see Thakur talking about Ramlal, he'll always talk about how वो ही सब कुछ संभालते हैं and वो ही सब कुछ करते हैं. So the way he respects even somebody who's a servant,
Right.
the way he talks about his family, saying he really loves them and his grandchild and misses them, and the fact that he's doing police ki naukri as part of that bahaduri and that movement automatically brings different motivators into the picture.
Right.
So जब जय और वीरू वहाँ जाते हैं, फ्लैशबैक के अंदर वो ठाकुर की कहानी सुनते हैं एंड वो गांव वाले किस तरीके से जिंदगी जी रहे हैं. इट्स नॉट ऑल फन. So you do have the Holiwala song and you still have the Dakus who will come and disrupt your peace at any given point of time, right? So when they see how they are living on the edge, they realized that their living on the edge was a very different living on the edge. Which was this fun loving and किसी के टोपी उठा के ले गए, किसी के उसमें से फ्रूट उठा लिया, या एक लड़की के लिए उन्होंने टॉस किया, and you know they were always living on that kind of very frivolous kind of things. And when they saw the गांव वाले people living on the edge for very different reasons, family, love, care, is when बदलाव के लिए सबसे पहले what needs to change is the motivation.
Right.
If my motivation continues to be money, I would still look for people I can make money from.
Right.
There are no other things that I would begin to value. So बदलाव के लिए what changes is the motivation, and ठाकुर की कहानी sets us that platform for Jay and Veeru now to begin to change. Although the platform has begun to set even before, is जब वो लोग चोरी करने के लिए ठाकुर की तिजोरी तोड़ने जाते हैं, वहाँ पे राधा comes and वो बोलती है कि ये पैसे ले जाओ, कम से कम बाबूजी की झूठी उम्मीदें तो छूटेगी, राइट? सो वो सेटअप की यार यहाँ तो कुछ डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड वी नो, वो सेटअप उन्होंने वहाँ से शुरू कर दिया था. बट द ट्रांजिशन हैपन्स विद नोइंग द पर्पस as to why we are doing this. The passion that would now come because of the purpose and not because of the returns. So, slightly philosophical as a thought, कर्म करो फल की चिंता मत करो, right? So they have always seen how much money will we get in return.
Right.
Now they'll see what is the karma we are being asked to do. That's the shift.
Right. So what I'm understanding you saying is there was no one particular moment that changed the way they looked at everything.
Yes.
There was a series of events which led to it, and when
Yes.
they were ready for it is when they changed
Right.
their outlook. And what you're saying is that it wasn't just Thakur and his story that brought about the shift, but there had to be other multiple factors which brought about that
Imam
change.
Sahib.
Imam Sahib and the villagers' lives and everything that they were witnessing, and probably Gabbar Singh, the way he was and the way his men were. Do you think it was also possible that Jay and Veeru, even after all these factors were put in place, would not have changed? Would there have been any scenario where that shift wouldn't have come? Like, were they compelled to change, or did they decide to change?
A lot of this is decision, but I have not seen Kaun Banega Crorepati lately, but I remember the first season. If you remember, the format of that is, अगर आपने पहले 5 सवालों का जवाब दे दिया और 10,000 पे पहुंच गए, तो आप कम से कम 10,000 जीत कर जाओगे. Then if you reach a particular level, I don't remember what it is, 6,40,000 or whatever, आप कम से कम उतना जीत कर जाओगे. So if Jay and Veeru's experiences wouldn't have hit the 5 positives, then they wouldn't have changed at all.
Right.
Okay, they would have gone to whatever we get drawn to what we know. So they would have still gone to जैसे वो तिजोरी में से चोरी करना, still trying to look for characters within the village जिससे को वो बेवकूफ़ बना सकते हैं, and they need to then move on to another village to get that idea and to move. We'll be talking about Bunty or Bubbly at some point of time. That's the cue that Abhishek Bachchan and Rani Mukherjee take from QQ Qureshi, that you know they get the cue to now cheat, right? So whether this new world has introduced a newer chapter in their life will depend upon what they picked up. So अगर 5 positives हुए तो कम से कम वो 5 positive लेकर तो वो जाएंगे ही. They might choose not to transition further, but once you go further, after a point of time, you know there is a no return. So if their experiences wouldn't have been of a positive nature, maybe for the first few interactions with the villagers, right? They would have wanted to go back to the known world, because if you go to see, they handle their rejection by the villagers also beautifully. Where of course Imam Sahib intervenes and he says, "बेटा मैंने खोया है," right? लेकिन फिर भी मैं चाहूँगा ये लोग यहीं रहें. But the kind of rejection that they felt at that point of time, if it would have happened on the 3rd day, maybe they wouldn't have wanted to change.
Right.
So X number of positives in the new world are very important for the transition to then reach conclusion. But yeah, So there is a point of no return. Tab tak, yes, there can be a possibility of return, which is always going to be there.
Right. And do you think the women in their lives, like their love stories that had started to begin at that point, sort of represent their chronological age, like advancing in a different life stage, which also brought about more maturity and that willingness and intention to change? Is that
Right.
representative of that, you think?
In Viru, no. In Jay, yes. So the way I understand the love stories, there's this dialogue which Jay tells Viru कि ये दोस्त ये भी जानता है कि शादी का ये तेरा 8वां फैसला है इस साल. Right? So we are not saying that Basanti and her being this strong woman and the bread earner of her family, which might be a big no-no during the 70s when the movie was made, that his introduction to a character as strong as that made him so impressed that he would have changed for her. Right? So Jay and Veeru and Basanti का जो relationship है, they've still kept it at that cute, flirty level which is there. कि अगर ये नहीं भी मिली, तो it's not like I cannot live without her. The interest, the respect didn't come about. So अगर तुम देखोगे, the film का conclusion scene is where he's going back alone. And Basanti climbs the train, and then he's like, okay, now I'm ready for a relationship. So his relationship might not have mattered because he was somebody who would fall in love again very easily. But for Jay, yes, that would be very, very, very important, because maybe while Jay carried a lot of intensity inside him, maybe he did not understand pain. He did not understand integrity and still standing up. Okay, it's the simple dignity with which she says कि इसमें गहने हैं, वो मुझे ज़रूरत नहीं है, बाबूजी का विश्वास टूटेगा, right? या the simplicity with which she would look at him, या the way she comes running down जब उसको चोट लगती है, just that sheer feminine energy in his life, which we don't know anything about their parents or whatever. ये लोग जेलों में रहे हैं, सूरमा भोपाली अंग्रेज़ों के ज़माने जैसे लोगों को चीट किया है. So we don't know the feminine energy in his life at all. So the introduction of that simple femininity, which can contain so much, might be a very, very relevant factor for Jay. But till the last scene, I think a little differently for Veeru. He could have fallen in love with some other girl too.
I don't know how well Hemaji or Basanti would have taken that analysis of their love story.
I'm sure.
But yeah,
I'm sure the writers also would be offended.
But that's a great interpretation of how both of them viewed relationships. There's another dialogue that's coming to my mind where Basanti tells Imamji, "जो इज्जत करेगा वो क्यों नहीं लेगा सहारा." So it's possible that we spoke about shift in motivations and how that it shifted from money, and maybe support and honor and izzat became their new motivators, and purpose in life is what they could find within that space of the villagers and their support and their love. So yeah, thanks for that, Swati. This has been great. I think I will go and watch the movie again now. But
yeah, it's a great watch.
Yeah, it definitely is a great watch. Come back next week with another topic to speak about from Sholay. We hope that you'll join us next time. Until then, we hope that you bought our book, Three Coffee States Later. For those who bought it, we hope you're enjoying it, and for those who haven't, please get your copy today.